Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Turkish Spotlight Secrets. Today's video is a little different. It's more emotional, more personal, and perhaps more important than anything I've shared on this channel before. We're talking about one of the most beloved names in Turkish television, Yağmur Yüksel, an actress who has touched countless hearts with her talent, beauty, and undeniable charisma. Recently, Yağmur made a heartbreaking announcement through her official social media accounts. She shared with the world that she has been diagnosed with cancer and that she has already begun treatment in the United States. The news came as a shock to her fans, colleagues, and everyone who has followed her inspiring career. But even more striking than the diagnosis itself was her courage, the way she chose to speak about it openly, with vulnerability and with strength. In her emotional post, Yağmur wrote, "I don't want to hide behind my smile anymore. I've been fighting cancer, and although this journey is not easy, I am determined to overcome it." These weren't just words. They were the beginning of a very real, very human story that she chose to share with the world, a story that continues to unfold. For those who don't know, Yağmur Yüksel has been part of many successful projects in Turkish television and film. Her performances have always stood out, not just because of her talent, but because of the heart she puts into every role. And now, that same heart is being tested in a different way, not on a set, not in front of cameras, but in her real life, as she battles a disease that doesn't care about fame or status. According to her statement, she made the difficult decision to begin treatment in the United States after extensive consultations with doctors in Turkey. She explained that the U.S. offers advanced and specialized cancer treatment programs that gave her a greater sense of hope. She said, "It's a long, complicated road, but I'm surrounded by a team of specialists who believe in me. I'm doing everything I can to come back stronger than ever, despite the pain, despite the fear." Yağmur's message was filled with gratitude. She thanked her family, her friends, and especially her fans for their continued love, for their prayers, and for standing by her side during this difficult time. The impact of her message was immediate. The hashtag #FuerzaYağmur, meaning strength to Yağmur, began trending on social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram. Thousands of fans from Turkey and all over the world posted messages of support, shared stories of their own battles with illness, and sent heartfelt wishes for her recovery. Her fellow actors and colleagues in the entertainment industry also stepped forward. Bergzar Korel, a longtime friend of Yağmur, posted, "You're not alone. We are with you through every step. I love you so much, and I know you'll get through this." Hazel Kaya, who has worked with Yağmur on several projects, shared a warm, emotional message full of love and admiration for her strength. And it's not just about the celebrity messages. Ordinary people, people who have never met Yağmur in person, expressed how much her courage meant to them. Cancer is a word that shakes the ground beneath anyone who hears it, but it's also a word that connects people through shared fear, shared hope, and shared stories. For Yağmur, this is not just a health battle. It is also a moment of pause in her career, a career that was continuing to rise. Known for her commitment and professionalism, Yağmur has decided to step away from the spotlight for now, to focus entirely on her recovery. In her own words, "This is my time to heal. I don't know when I'll be back, but I know I want to return better, stronger, and with more love than ever before." While she may be taking a break from acting, her fans and followers believe this is only temporary. There's a quiet faith among her audience, a belief that she'll come back, not only to the screen but to life itself, with renewed strength and wisdom. Yağmur also opened up about her family and how important their support has been throughout this experience. She especially thanked her husband, her children, and her parents, who she says have been her rock during the hardest moments. She described how her kids, even though they're still very young, have been a constant source of joy and motivation. "My family is my strength," she wrote. "Each day, they give me the energy to keep going. There are times I feel like giving up, but then I see my children, I hear my husband's voice, and I remember why I'm fighting. They are my everything. These are the kinds of words that stay with you, not because they're dramatic, but because they're real. They're human, and they remind us that behind every headline, every post, and every performance, there's a person, someone who feels fear, who faces challenges, and who just wants to heal. One thing is certain, Yammer Weisel's story is not over. In fact, it may just be beginning again in a new form, with deeper meaning. Her diagnosis doesn't define her, her response to it does. And in that response, we see someone who refuses to be defeated. This illness is part of my story now, she said, but it won't be the end of it. I want to be a voice for others, a light in the dark. If I can make even one person feel less alone in their own fight, then this pain will have a purpose. With those words, Yammer has done something truly powerful. She has turned her personal battle into a source of collective strength. She's shown us what it means to be vulnerable and brave at the same time. And she's reminded us that no matter how hard life gets, there is always hope. To everyone watching this, I ask that you send your love and strength to Yammer. Comment below with your messages of support. Let her know she's not alone. And if you've been inspired by her story, if you've ever had to face something difficult, or if you've walked alongside someone who has shared your experience, these stories are what connect us. If you'd like to stay updated with Yammer's journey and more stories like this one, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell so you never miss an update. Thank you so much for watching. Stay strong, stay kind, and never lose hope. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.